How you notice and monitor your inner world has a great impact on your life and your happiness. It's not just about accumulating knowledge about yourself, but also about paying attention to your inner state. Changing the interpretations in your mind changes your emotion. It adds depth to life experiences and enables you to be kind to yourself and others. Let's look at 12 critical aspects of your inner world, your life, and how they impact your happiness. Oh yes, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, can you please do so now to receive a consistent flow of important life advice? So number 1, self-knowledge. A sense of personal identity. The depiction of self is what distinguishes humans from other animals. So, what constitutes self and what sustains it? It's difficult to describe precisely, as the self can't be subjected to a scientific investigation using external instruments. Nobody can tell you who you are, it'll be just another concept. Who you are is inside you, only you can discover it. When you consider yourself, whatever you consider yourself to be regulates your wants and motivations. Knowing yourself isn't knowing about yourself. Knowing about yourself is when you describe yourself through the content of your life, your experiences, possessions, finances, work, home, thinking, feelings, or whatever. Who you are is what enables that content to be. We generally claim that seeing is believing, but I'm sure you know that believing can condition seeing. The more flexibility you permit yourself in belief, the more objective your perceptions may be. So offer yourself the space in which the self may identify itself. Number 2, mindfulness. Mindfulness, to describe briefly, is being fully present without thinking or judging. By training your mind to focus on moment-to-moment experience, you gravitate toward health and happiness. Now stop here and think for a while of moments when you felt connected, happy, and fully alive. When you were focused and felt the joy of performing at your best. Think of a moment. If you recall and examine these moments, you will realize that your attention was fully focused on what was happening and that your mind was completely ordered. This state, which you otherwise only glimpse in moments of peak performance or peak experience, can become a regular feature of your life only if you cultivate mindfulness. Mindfulness is the quality of attention that you bring to any activity. Simple things, brushing your teeth, walking to your office, eating food, talking to your child, drinking water, anything, can become joyful occasions to strengthen your mindfulness. Mindfulness, or paying undivided attention to whatever you do, will help you think more clearly, be more productive, will keep stress from piling up, and it'll improve your overall well-being and happiness. Number 3, breathing. Your relationship with your breath will end only with the end of your life. So be aware of your breathing as often as you can. Conscious breathing takes attention away from your thoughts while keeping you alert and fully present. Use your breath to diminish unhappiness and loss of energy through the friction of thinking. Number 4, focus. Now, developing concentration is like developing muscles. It requires patience and perseverance. Once you practice focusing, you'll find that any activity can become an opportunity to train your mind. The most direct method for fostering concentration is to focus on the flow of your breath, which is perpetually with you. Each breath can help you refine your attention and help you be fully in the moment. So just focus either upon the sensations as the breath flows in and out of the nostrils, or upon the sensations of the abdomen rising and falling with each breath. Number 5, alertness. Alertness means receptive, composed attention toward whatever arises in the sphere of your experience. It empowers you to accurately and spontaneously deal with your experience from moment to moment. When the mind is slow and you want to lift the intensity of your alertness, some simple physical adjustments can help. For example, you can try sitting up with your spine totally upright, increasing the light in the room, lifting your gaze to stare at a distant object, looking up at the sky, or going for an attentive walk. You can try splattering cold water in your face, or you can take a cool shower. Number 6, consciousness. Consciousness keeps you firmly connected with the reality of both yourself and your environment. Be conscious to be in control of your life and not a mindless slave driven by unconscious habits. Ask yourself, in this moment of experience, what do you observe taking place? Gather what your senses tell you is happening in a situation with no overlay of opinion or interpretation. Then think, how does this experience make you feel? After that, notice what your internal chatter is about the experience. Are you thinking imaginatively, or are you just regurgitating old thoughts? Then ask yourself, what's it that you want? The final step is determining the steps you are willing to take, what you are not willing to do, and what you are willing to stop doing in the situation. Once you develop a strong consciousness, you'll become a mindful co-designer of your experience in any situation. And believe me, it'll transform the happiness of your life. Number 7, curiosity or inquiry. Socrates was right, the unexamined life is not worth living. The quality of your life is dependent on the quality of your questions. But for meaningful inquiry, first understand your perception. What genetic makeup have you inherited? What forces have molded your character and personality? What influences your thinking? What are you prepared to question and what are you scared to question? How do you ascertain reality? How do you know that what you believe is true? What are your values and morality and why? As you move back and forth between investigation and contemplation, you learn to question layers of deeply held and often flawed beliefs and assumptions and then examine, correct, or reject them. This will teach you that our reality and the stories we tell ourselves are all relative. It'll help you contemplate, study, and analyze a subject from different angles. And then you can discover imaginative solutions or insights to personal or professional questions. Number 8, imagination. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. No, I didn't say it, Albert Einstein did, but very true. Imagination underlines every achievement that's human, and it plays a central role in mental, psychological, and physical well-being. Use your imagination to stretch your perception of self and possibilities. Every mental image has a bearing on your well-being. Control your imagination to dismiss anxiety and fear, to reinforce positive and therapeutic qualities of the mind, and you'll find yourself levels of well-being, performance, and happiness that you have never known before. Number 9, sleep. Sleep is your daily source of renewal in life. This time is solely yours. The quality and timing of your sleep affect your happiness, health, and performance. See sleep as an opportunity to reinforce your life's happiness. Before you fall asleep, cleanse yourself of any negativity and emotional disorder that you may have accumulated during the day. Relax and take a few moments to quieten and center your mind. Be grateful for your day. Appreciate the useful lessons your errors may have taught you. Feel gratitude for anyone who made a positive contribution to your day. Forgive and ask forgiveness where needed. And then sleep in peace for another day of happiness. Empathy and happiness. Number 10. So empathy teaches us to appreciate, be grateful, be kind to ourselves and others, and to forgive. Nurture thankfulness and appreciation. The moment you move from a state of negativity to one of gratitude, there are instant effects on your brain. Let love, kindness, gratitude, and forgiveness shine in your mind like a radiant sun, and take this radiance with you wherever you go. Energize it at every opportunity through each day. Number 11, your individuality, your uniqueness. Mark Twain never got a chance to go to school, yet Twain went on to become one of the most renowned literary figures of his era and is admired for his sharp wit. Rockefeller didn't have a good time at school, John, and decided to quit. He went on to build as phenomenal a business career as one recorded in the annals of human history. Winston Churchill never had a great time at school and was often the butt of jokes. We all know what he did. And there are numerous such contemporary examples. All these people saw beyond the confines of what they were taught and were not deterred by their nominal failures. Learn to question what you assume about your abilities and the abilities of other people. When you take assumptions for granted, they become an integral part of your life and your logic. And these assumptions, believe me, are an enemy of originality, ingenuity, and innovation. When something seems the most obvious thing in the world, it means we have forsaken all effort at comprehending it. When you learn to question preconceived notions about intelligence and talent, you begin to see your talents and abilities in a different light. Remember, no two people are alike. You are unique, and be in tune with your individuality to call up all the ways in which experiencing the world makes you happy. Number 12, the last, creativity. Creativity is the process of harnessing and applying imagination in a productive manner. So it's often believed that people are either creative or they aren't. Well, that's not true. We are all born with the capacity to become creative. It can be learned. And you can be creative in almost anything that involves your intelligence. Find the work you love to do and bring creativity to it. You'll thoroughly enjoy what you make of it and you'll be happy. On top of that, being creative will bring you freedom and authenticity. Freedom by doing what you are meant to do, and authenticity by being who you are meant to be. Well, I hope you found it useful. What are some of the tools you use to embed happiness as a part of your being? Please comment below to let others learn from you. And please remember to like and to subscribe. Thank you very much.